Go ahead and turn to page 55 in your grammar books. Page 55 looks like this. Okay. Well, we're talking about verbs today. You already know that a verb is an action word. And today we're going to learn, today we're going to learn about a linking verb. So a linking verb is a little bit different, but it still helps show action in a sentence. So it says, a verb shows action, or it links the subject to another word, or it helps another verb. In week 9, you learned about action verbs. This week, you will learn about linking verbs. A linking verb links the subject to a noun or adjective. Okay, if you think of like a chain and the little parts that connect together like this, those are like the links, right? They go together and there's a lot of links. So it's like that for words too. It kind of connects the words together using another word. So it says every verb has a subject. The subject and verb SV belong together. The words below are linking verbs. Okay, so look at all these words in here. They're in bold. It says am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, seem, become, appear, grow, remain, taste, sound, smell, feel, look. Okay, that last group of words, does that remind you of something you know? Taste, sound, smell, feel, look. Does that sound familiar at all to you? Do you know what kind of words those are? How about, have you ever heard of the 5 senses before? Yeah? Sophia said no. Lizbeth says yes. Okay, so the 5 senses, those are your sense of smell, right? You can smell with your nose. Your sense of sound. Do you remember now, Sophia?
Yeah, now I remember.
Now you remember. And then taste and feel with your hands. So that's these types of words right here. Taste, sound, smell, feel, look. There's 5 of them. Okay. And then it says, find the linking verb in the sentence. And then to find the subject, you ask who or what is doing that thing. So write V above each verb and S above each subject. Here's the example sentence right here. The princess was a thief. That word was is a linking verb. It's up here in this list, was. And then princess is who they're talking about. She's the subject. The princess was a thief. A thief is somebody that steals things, right? And they're criminals. So that's not good if you steal something. The next example says, the fruit tasted delicious. That word tasted is actually a linking verb. It's in this list up here, although they added an ED at the end, so tasted, the same thing though. And the fruit is the subject. That's what they're talking about. So if you ask yourself, what tasted good? The fruit tasted good. So the fruit is the subject. Tasted is the verb. And it links it to this word down here, delicious. That's an adjective. It's telling how the fruit tasted. Okay, right here it says, when a noun follows a linking verb, it renames the subject. In the first sentence above, the linking verb was links the subject princess to a noun thief. The noun thief follows the linking verb and renames the subject princess. So basically it's saying that the word princess and thief can be used to talk about the same person. So you can either call her a princess or you can call her a thief. That's not good though. Hopefully she learns her lesson. When an adjective follows a linking verb, it describes the subject. So in the second sentence right here, the fruit tasted delicious. In the second sentence above, the linking verb tasted links the subject, fruit, to an adjective, delicious. The adjective delicious follows the linking verb and describes the subject, fruit. What kind of fruit? Delicious fruit. At the bottom here, there's a little list for you. These are all the linking verbs down here. So the good news is when you do your homework in this book, you're still just looking for verbs, okay? Just know that these are also a type of verb, okay? And verbs are action words. Let's go to page 57 and do the practice page together. 57. Okay, hold on, let's see. Okay, I did that. Sophia, can you read our sentences today?
She saw a bag. Her bag looks similar to the bag which the soldier owned.
Good reading. And this word is sewed. So it's like when you take a needle and thread and you put it through the fabric and make something.
I knew.
So have you ever sewed something before, Sophia? No? How about you, Lizbeth? Sometimes maybe your mom or somebody in your family has used a sewing machine before. Have you ever seen a sewing machine? No? Okay. Well, basically, it's when you put material or fabric together to make something like a bag, or it could be curtains or clothes or a blanket, something like that. Okay, that's the vocabulary word, is sewed. And that's what that means. So we can put a check mark by vocabulary now. And then go ahead and write in your words right here, your articles. Make sure you don't put a D right here. It's just an. And then by yourself, I want you to find a and the and put AR above it for article. Sophia, do you have your page with you? Did you already do that? Oh, okay, you're fast. Sophia, help me find some nouns. I need 4 nouns. When you're ready, Sophia, I want you to unmute and tell us where the nouns are. People, place, or things. Sophia, can you hear me? Okay, so I want you to find the nouns for us, okay? Go ahead.
Bag.
Bag, good. That's one.
Soldier.
Yes.
Sheep.
Now, there's more of the same word up here. Did you see these?
Yeah, I thought those weren't right.
Bag and bag. So there's 3 words bag. Bag, bag, bag. Bag, bag, bag. And soldier. Okay, those are the 4 nouns. Good. Now, the pronoun, Lizbeth, that is the word that takes the place of a noun. So what pronoun do you see? She, good. Good girl. That's right. And since that was short, I'm going to have you do the next one too, Lizbeth. So what about adjectives? These are the words that describe the noun. So if I look at this noun right here and ask whose bag, that'll give me an adjective. Yes, her bag. Good. So put adjective there. And then look at this word bag. Which or what kind of bag or which one? Look back a little bit.
Similar.
Yes, good. Similar. Exactly. Good job. So that's it. Those are the two adjectives. We can put a check mark there. Okay, we're going to skip prepositional phrase because that's the hardest one, right? We're going to skip it and come back to it at the end. So I'm going to go back to Sophia. I want you to see if you can find the who, which clause. And the clue is it starts with who or which.
Which?
Yes, right here. And then where does it stop? Whoops.
At the end.
At the end, way over here. So which the soldier owned, that's the which clause. Good job. And to label this, you're going to put W/W like that. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I have somebody trying to log in, but she's not. It's not time yet. I see Delilah waiting in my Zoom period. My class ends at 3:30 today. Okay. Got the who, which clause, and then we have the subject verb pairs. The easiest way for me to do that one is to look for the verbs first. So Lizbeth, which words tell me an action? Sewed, good. What's another one that shows an action?
Looked.
Good. By the way, I like how you're looking at the words that don't have something on top of it yet. Those are the ones we're looking for. So there's one more verb somewhere. Do you know where it is?
Oh.
Yes, good girl. Owned. Okay. Now, to find the subject, notice we have two separate sentences here. And there's always one subject, at least one subject per sentence. So let's look at the first part here where it says she sewed a bag. The word is sewed. Who is the subject? She is the subject. Good. And then Lizbeth, how about this sentence? Who looked and who owned? Oh, wait, let's do looked first. Who looked? Or what looked? It says her bag looked similar. So what was it that looked similar?
The bag?
The bag. Yeah, that's it. That's the subject. So I put S above that. And then down here you have owned. Who owned?
The soldier.
Yes, good girl. You got it. Now I'm going to have Sophia help me with the prepositional phrase. Now here's a little clue for you, Sophia. Do you see that every single word on this page has something above it, except for this one? That one doesn't have anything above it. That's your clue. If you save the prepositional phrases to the very last thing you do, that'll help you find it really easily. Okay. So what is the prepositional phrase for Sophia?
It. At two.
Two. Now the phrase is a group of words, okay? But to is the beginning. And then it's the group of words that ends on a noun. So what is the whole phrase?
The bag.
Say it again.
The bag.
So to the bag, that's what I'm looking for, okay? So you want to include to, because that's the preposition. That's your clue to know where it starts. And then you underline until you get to a noun or a pronoun. That's the whole phrase. Does that make sense? Okay, good. All right, so let's see. I'm going to ask Sophia this one. Where do I need capital letters? Oops, got to unmute. She. What's the other one?
And a period.
Well, it says 2 capitals, so that's one of them. Where's the other capital going to go?
Her.
Yes, right here. It's the beginning of the sentence. And then you're right, it needs a period at the end. Okay. You did it. Go ahead and write that down. I'm going to turn off my heater, but you write that down. I'll be right back. Okay. Good, Sophia, I see that. Okay, good, Lizbeth, I see that. All right, we're done with grammar. So you can put your grammar book aside. And your homework for grammar will be the next 3 pages like we always do. And now I want you to, well, first I just want to say that I just saw your note, Lizbeth. So yes, you can at the very end of class. That's a good idea. You guys did a great job on your fox and stork story. And so we're done with that now. So in your binder, I want you to get out your binder and you can put away your fox and the stork story. And that's going to go behind. I'll show you where to put it. If I open this up, do you see the tab that says this one? It says finished compositions. These are the things you've already finished. You should have like the bald man and the fly and scorpions and all of those. I know you don't have your binder, Sophia, so you can do that when you get home. But you're going to put your story about the fox and the stork, put it behind here. And then close up the rings once you put it inside that section. So it should go right behind finished compositions. Because we're finished now with the fox and the stork. You can put back there the original story and the overview page. and your keyword outline and your paragraph and the checklist. All of that can go behind finished compositions. Okay, and then close up your rings, and then you're going to get out the next section. Are you guys ready for that? Or are you still putting it away? Okay, I'll wait till you're done. You got it, Lizbeth? She's working on it. Once you get those, okay, good. Now you're going to go back to the front of your binder right here to source texts. And then you're going to take these out. Take out the ones that say week 5. You know where those are at, Lizbeth? It's called camels. Do you have yours, Sophia? The camels? Okay, good. So it should be under source texts. 3, 4, 5, because you're going to take out quite a few pages here. I want to make sure you know which ones to get. So it's week 5. It's called camels. And you're going to take out this one, page 39, and you're going to take out this one called camels. That's page 41. This one, it says practice with who, which clauses. This is page 43. And this one, page 45, it's a checklist for camels. And that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. You take out those 4 pages, and then you can close your rings and put your binder away. Okay. You got it, Lizbeth? Good. Okay. This one we don't really need because we don't really use this page. So you can just set that aside for a minute. And then I want you to look at this one called camels. That's what we're going to talk about right now. This one that's called camels. Okay, so now you are going to learn to write a report. We're going to move on now from the Aesop's fables and the little fun stories with the animals that teach us a lesson and all that. We're going to move on from that. And now we're going to do a report about camels. I see that, Sophia. What's your question?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Oh, yes, you can. All right. Have you ever seen a real camel before, Lizbeth? No, not at the fair or anything like that. Oh, yeah, you have? Okay. They're big, huh? They're really tall. And are you typing something? Okay. Some camels have one hump, you know what the humps are on their back? But some camels have more than one hump. They have 2 humps. We'll give Sophia a minute. Did you type something in there? Let me see. I don't see it yet. Did you push? Return. Okay, well, Sophia's back. Okay, so we're going to move on. We're talking about camels today. And this is an interesting article about camels. It's got facts in it. So, you know, when you read information about an animal or a person and it's real information, those are called facts. And so we're going to learn about some real things about camels. This one is not going to necessarily teach us a lesson. It's more about information. But the first thing I want you to do is notice how many paragraphs are there. There's nothing on the back, so it's just the front of this. How many paragraphs do you see? Can you show me on your fingers in the camera? Do you know how to tell where a paragraph is? Did you forget? Okay, I'll help you. Do you see how there's a little space right here before that word humans? That's called an indentation or indent. Have you heard that word indent before? Okay, good. It just means leaving a space. And whenever you see a little space like that, that tells you it's a new paragraph. Okay. I don't know why in this book they don't indent the very first sentence up here, because they should. That should be moved over a little bit. But basically, this is showing you one paragraph and then two paragraphs. A paragraph is a group of sentences together. Are you okay? Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, my husband had a quick question for me. This story or this article has two paragraphs, okay? So now what I'm going to do, see if you can count how many sentences, if I cover up this second paragraph, just looking at this first paragraph, how many sentences are in the first paragraph? Can you count them? So what you're going to do is look for the periods and see how many periods there are. And then show me in the camera with your fingers how many sentences. How many did you find? Show me on your hands, Sophia.
There's 12.
Let's see if Lizbeth got the same. You can just say it, Lizbeth. You don't have to type it. Because I don't really, okay. 19, okay, you're pretty close. So just this first paragraph, there's one here, one period, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 periods in the first paragraph. Now, the second paragraph starts right here where it says humans. And I'm going to count how many periods are in this paragraph. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how I'm going along here? 6 until I see a period. Keep going. 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 sentences. So there's 10 sentences in the first paragraph, and there's 10 sentences in the second paragraph. How much is that all together? This is a math.
20.
Yes, good. 20. And I think that's what you were thinking, Lizbeth. You were close. You said 19. You were really, really close. Okay, before we do the next thing, I want you to get out a clean lined piece of paper. get out a fresh piece of paper. And you know what to do. Put your name here. And then the date is March 23rd, 2023. Okay, and then skip a line. And we're going to put camels. And then KWO. Who remembers what that means? KWO. Sophia, what does it mean?
Keyword outline.
Yes, you got it. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do something a little bit different now with our outline as far as numbering it. Normally, we just start with the number 1 and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and however many sentences it is. But now we have 2 paragraphs, right? And we're going to separate those 2 paragraphs by labeling it a little bit something different. Have you ever heard of Roman numerals before? Have you ever heard of Roman numerals? No. Okay. You might have seen them one time on maybe a clock, like an old-fashioned clock. Let me see if I can find a picture of one for you. Roman numerals on the clock. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Have you ever seen a clock that has numbers like that? No?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you have. And you might have seen it in math before, but basically the Romans, they're the people that live in Rome. It's a country on the other side of the world. They use different numbers, or they used to anyway, when their country was first established. And they were the first ones, by the way, to invent sports. And there's anyway, they use numbers that look like letters, like capital letters. So Roman numeral 1 looks like this. You're going to skip a line, and then over here next to the red line, you're going to put a Roman numeral 1, and it looks like an I. Looks like a capital I. That's exactly what a Roman numeral 1 looks like. And now underneath that, right underneath it, you're going to move over a little bit, and you're going to write these numbers. 1, see how I'm right underneath that, over a little bit, so leave a space. 2, and you're going to go all the way to 9. Good. Okay, good. Now skip a line, and I'm going to show you what Roman numeral 2 looks like. 2 lines down and 2 lines across. That's called a Roman numeral 2. It looks like 2 capital I's stuck together, huh? So that's what a Roman numeral 2 looks like. 2 lines down and then top and bottom. You probably know what a 3 will look like, huh, Lisbeth? It's 3 lines and top and bottom, but we're only going to do 2 today. Okay, so now underneath this number 2, Roman numeral 2, you're going to do the same thing like you did here. You're going to start over a little bit. And you want to number all the way to 9 again. That's a lot of numbers, huh? Okay, good. Now, a keyword outline, the O stands for outline. This is how you set up an outline. You girls are learning this early because now you'll know how to set these up when you do writing in your next grade, and even when you get to like 6th grade or even junior high, you're going to know how to set this up. You're going to know how to do it. So this is going to help you a lot. So notice I have 2 groups here. I have this group of numbers and this group of numbers. So these now represent the paragraphs because the camel story has 2 big paragraphs. So this is the first paragraph and this is the second paragraph. Okay, so now look back on the camel story. We're going to go back to this. And before I start reading it, I want to go over a few vocabulary words with you. There's some words that might be new to you in here. By the way, I'm going to give you a clue that there is a part that's kind of gross in this article, but so I apologize. It's kind of gross, but that's okay. I'll help you through it. All right, but at the top here, this word right here that starts with a D, that word is domesticated. And domesticated means that they're nice, they're tame, and they are not wild. So it's basically the opposite of wild. And you can train them. And we're talking about camels. You can train them to like you can a horse. Okay, so that means domesticated. Down here at the end of this first paragraph, it says critically endangered. Does anybody know what endangered means? Go ahead, Lizbeth.
That they're almost going extinct.
Good. Yes. So the word is extinct. It means they're almost extinct. And when it's extinct, it means they're nowhere anymore. They're gone forever, right? Yeah. You girls crack me up. So like dinosaurs are extinct, right? We don't have any more dinosaurs now. So these camels are almost extinct. They're critically endangered, okay? Another word is this one with an M, it's millennia. Millennia means thousands of years. That's what that word means. It almost sounds like million, but it means thousands of years. And then pack animals. Do you know what a pack animal is? Pack animal? Go ahead, Sophia.
Like,
wait, you muted yourself again. Did you forget?
Like a lot of animals?
Oh, you're thinking a pack of animals, huh? That would be true, but a pack animal, when it's like that, means they carry stuff. Like, you know, when sometimes if you go on a trip and you load up your backpack with some snacks and maybe a water bottle, maybe you're going to Disneyland, you want to bring some snacks with you, you're carrying a backpack. Well, it's like that for a camel. They hang the bags on their back so that they carry all the stuff for the people. Okay, so that means pack animal. And then the word nutritious, I bet you know what nutritious means. Have you heard that word before? No? Okay, so something that's nutritious is good for you, and it's usually food. So something nutritious could be like an apple, or it could be a broccoli or salad or something like that that's good for your body. Something like cookies and cupcakes, those are tasty and it's okay to eat those, but they're not necessarily nutritious. Like you couldn't just eat cupcakes every day for the rest of your life. You would be sick, right? But things like vegetables and fruits you could eat every day and that would be good for you. Okay. So then the other one is this M word here is medicinal. And I see the word medicine in there. So medicinal means it's like medicine. It helps you heal, like medicine. Okay. Nomads, that word means like wandering, like you don't have a home, you just travel all the time. You never go home, really. You don't have a home, you just travel all the time. And then finally at the bottom, it says symbolizes endurance. So symbolizes means something that represents something else, like the American flag, the red, white, and blue flags that we have, that symbolizes the United States of America. You see the flag, and then you know that means America. So that's a symbol. So the camel is a symbol for the people for endurance. And that just means having a lot of strength and not giving up. Let's say you run a big race and you're, like people who do marathons and stuff, and they get so tired, but they don't stop. They keep going because they want to finish the race. That means endurance. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to read this to you, and then we're going to talk about it and get started on the keyword outline. Okay. There are 3 types of camels. The most common is the one-hump Arabian camel, also called the dromedary. The dromedary has been domesticated for thousands of years. It is found in northern Africa, throughout the Middle East, and in parts of Australia. A second species is the Bactrian camel. It has 2 humps on its back. Also domesticated, it is found mainly in the rocky deserts of Central and East Asia. The third species is the wild Bactrian camel. It lives in remote regions of the Gobi Desert. Only about 1,000 wild Bactrian camels remain, and they are considered critically endangered. Humans have used camels for millennia. They have mainly been trained as pack animals, but also for racing and warfare. By the way, warfare just means like help in war times, when there's a battle happening. They can be taught to pull plows and carts. Camel milk is highly nutritious. In parts of Africa, camel urine is thought to be medicinal. Okay, I got to stop there for a second because we didn't talk about urine. Do you know what urine is? Okay, you ready? It's pee. It's the pee that comes out of their bodies. Like when you pee in the toilet, when a camel pees, another word for pee is urine. Okay, I know, I told you it was going to be gross. This is the gross part. So they used urine, they used the camel pee for medicine. And I hope they didn't drink it because that's nasty. Oh, you guys say we? That's how you say it. Yeah. Wait, say it again. You're still muted.
Wee.
Wee. Okay, so I don't know if they used it like on their skin, if they had a rash or something, they just took the urine wee and put it on there. I don't know. Anyway, but somehow it helped them. Okay, I have to warn you, it gets even more gross. Okay, so here we go. In many Middle Eastern countries, camel meat is served at feasts. Nomads in Northern Africa may drink camel blood mixed with camel milk to sustain them on long desert journeys. Ew. Elizabeth. So they used to mix the blood and milk together and drink that. And that gave them enough protein and enough minerals and whatever their bodies needed to survive, basically. That's how they survived. So then it says, it gets better. That was the worst part. Okay, it gets better. Camel hair is light and strong. Thus, it is useful for clothes, blankets, tents, and rugs. In Arab cultures, the camel symbolizes endurance and patience. Okay, you made it. You survived it. I'm just glad that I don't have to do that, or you don't have to do that, because that would be nasty. All right. Now, let's look at your keyword outline here. I'm going to put this down a little bit so you can see both. Let's see. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to slowly start working on your keyword outline using the sentences in this paragraph. So I'm going to have you girls just take turns telling me what we should put on the keyword outline. So look at the very first sentence. That's the easiest one. I'm going to give that one to Sophia because she's first on my Zoom. Excuse me. So this one's pretty easy. It says there are 3 types of camels. But what do you think, Sophia? What should we write on our keyword outline here? What are the keywords? It's an easy one. Go ahead and unmute, Sophia. There are 3 types of camels.
Well, what are my keyword outline?
Yeah, you're looking at this sentence right here. There are 3 types of camels. So tell me what keywords are in that sentence right there.
3.
3. Yes.
Camels.
Yes.
Types.
Yes. And you can underline those. 3 types camels, if that helps you. Whoops, my light is glaring now. There we go. And then up here, let's do that. Let's put 3, comma, types, comma, camels. Good. I want you to notice, make sure really quick, check yours. Did you put it next to the Roman numeral 1? Because that's where it goes. You did? Did you do that, Lizbeth? Oh, that's okay. Make sure it goes not next to this number 1 here. It's going to go next to the Roman numeral 1. Hold up yours, Sophia, in the camera so I can see that you put it in the right spot. Yes, good. You did. Good job. Did you fix it, Lizbeth? Okay, good job. So now this is where it gets a little tricky because we're going to move on to the second sentence, but we're going to put it next to the number 1 here because we put our very first sentence. This is the topic sentence right here. This is the very first sentence. So now the second sentence is actually going to go there. So Lizbeth, here's your sentence. The most common is the 1-hump Arabian camel, also called the dromedary. So what are the key words do you think in that? What are the key words in that sentence? Make sure you unmute.
Most.
What did you say?
Most.
Maybe, let's think about that. What's another one?
Common.
Okay, common. What's the third one? Huh?
Camel.
I would say I like where you're going with that. Let's underline most and common. And I wonder if we can do a symbol for camel. What if we did a letter C with a circle around it? What if we did this? See the word camels right here on your keyword outline? Circle that C. We could turn that into a symbol. Remember how we did that for the fox and the stork? So what if we put most common, and then instead of writing out camel, let's do C with a circle. And then we have room for one more word. What should we put for our last word there, Lizbeth?
Called?
Say it again.
Called?
Did you say called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your microphone is too close to your mouth. I think you need to move it out a little bit. I think we need this word. It says dromedary. That is actually the type of camel. That's what it's called. Most common, and it's called a dromedary. Okay, good. Back to Sophia. You're going to do the next sentence. It says, the dromedary has been domesticated for thousands of years. What do you think? You have any ideas yet? Don't forget to unmute, Sophia. What are the key words in this sentence? Right here. The dromedary has been domesticated for thousands of years. What do you think? What words should we write down? Do you know? Or do you need help?
And can you say the sentence again?
It's right here. It says, the dromedary has been domesticated for thousands of years.
I think domesticated.
Domesticated, yeah.
And thousands and years.
Yes. I think so too. I wonder if we could put, yeah, I think we should just put those three words. I think you're right. Domesticated. Remember, that's a big word. That just means that they can be trained like horses. Thousands years. Okay, and we're gonna stop after that. So give me a thumbs up when you're done with that part. Okay. Now, I don't know if you have if your parents are within earshot, if they can hear me. I'm going to send them a little message. This lesson is a little harder than what you guys are used to, so I'm just going to slow it down right here. I'd rather take our time making sure they understand this process than push them through it. So your homework this week for Lizbeth and Sophia, you're just going to do grammar, okay? You don't have to do any writing this time, because I think we need to keep working on this together. You're not ready to do this part by yourself yet. So I'll send your moms a message about that so they know what my plan is. But I'd rather just take my time with you guys rather than saying, okay, finish the rest of it and go write your paragraphs. And so we'll slow it down. So that's it for today. Your homework will just be grammar. Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Just grammar this time. Good. All right. And then Lizbeth wanted to share something really quick. So go ahead, Lizbeth.
My mom wants to tell you something.
Oh, your mom wants to tell me something? Okay.
Are you guys done or no?
Yeah, we're done. She just,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to ask you because I requested for summer break. Miss Hansen, she denied for May, June, and July, but I'm not sure if I did it wrong.
That's weird. So
Yeah,
did you request $20 a week for that?
yeah.
That's
But
strange.
I'm not sure if it's because I needed to request those months because I requested together the whole like for April through July.
Yeah,
So
because
I'm waiting
Is
for.
she, are you with Heartland?
Yes.
Okay, so I did the same thing and we can't request for May, June, and July until April 1st.
Oh, I see.
oh, I'm glad you knew that. That's good.
So yeah, April 1st, we can apply for the rest of the 3 months.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
That makes sense. Okay, good. So yeah, and we only have 3 in April because we're taking that first week off for spring break. So you have 3 weeks in April, and then May only has 2. So that's 5. And then June has 4 and July has 4. So can you request after April 1st for all of those months then, you
Yeah, I'm
think?
gonna try to do it because I went off your message from.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did it that way, but I didn't know that we were supposed to do it after the 1st.
Okay, that makes sense. And did you ladies hear me say that I'm going to slow it down a little bit? I hope you guys are okay with that, just because this is a little harder for them.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, good. Okay. And I hope that they can keep up, because I know this program gets harder and harder. But with these 2 girls, I'm glad we did a separate Google Classroom and all that, because I can just go really slow with them and make sure they understand before we keep pushing. So, okay.
Thank you, Tori.
You're welcome. You guys have a great day. I think Lizbeth was going to share something. You still want to share it? What do you want to share, Lizbeth? Aw, are those like the littlest pet shop doggies?
They're like puppy unicorns.
Puppy
Okay.
unicorns.
I have 2 of them.
Aw,
They're
oh, that's super cute.
Also, they have a little kind of.
Aw. Oh my goodness, look how cute. I love it. Those are so cute. And you have another one? Oh, look how cute.
That's nice.
So they each come with a little egg with another little puppy inside, a unicorn. Oh, that one's kind of clear. That's cute. Thank you, Lizbeth. That was fun. And we got to see Sophia's tooth. That was exciting. Oh, and she has something else she's showing us. Oh, Minecraft. Hey,
It's a book.
nice.
No, guys.
Well, thank you for showing us those things. That was really cute. All right, girls, I have to go, but I'll see you next week, okay? I hope you have fun, Sophia. Have fun traveling, and I'll see you girls next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna let you log off because I have another a student logging in.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Elizabeth. I'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, whoops. Hi. I forgot.